And now we have a new number one in the AP poll. The Bulldogs of Georgia have now taken over the first place spot. They're now plus 200 to win the national championship. However, Alabama still has shorter odds to win the national title at plus 175 over a BetMGM. But now it's Georgia that has that number one spot in the AP polls. Alabama number 2, Ohio State at 3, Michigan still holding strong at number 4, and Clemson at number 5. So, Jenks, what do you make of the discrepancy between the poll and the odds?
Well, what I would say is that I'm a little stunned that Alabama is still the favorite. I can see why they dropped back based on that performance against Texas, and that game should not have been close. So I think Alabama played a poor game. Texas played out of its mind. But I'm a little stunned here. I think Georgia is the best team in the country, and so they deserve to be number one. But maybe this is money that came in early on the season. I thought we would wake up this morning and say Georgia has overtaken Alabama. Georgia is the favorite, and not just because of what we saw early this season when they just trounced Oregon, but also last year when they beat Bama. Yeah, lost in the SEC championship game, but finally got over the hump and winning the national title. So that's the one thing that sticks in my mind. And when you look at Ohio State at 3-1, I still think there's value in the Buckeyes. But Chelsa, that number is already starting to shorten, because I believe just a couple weeks ago it was plus 350 for Ohio State to win it all. I still can't believe Michigan is 25-1 to win the title. I think they fall off at some point.
Yeah, I'm not a buyer on Michigan. I think it's kind of a down year for the Wolverines, despite being the number 4 team in the country. And maybe they sneak in to the college football playoff. But honestly, I feel like there's going to be a team from another conference that kind of sneaks in there and takes that final spot. Let's talk about Georgia for a second, because I subscribe to the belief that the Bulldogs are head and shoulders above just about anybody in college football. But how much do we really read in to a Georgia team that's only played 2 games this year? And I guess you could say that Oregon team was a good matchup, but still, this was a game in Atlanta. It was basically a home game for Georgia. And then looking at Alabama, that was kind of a tough spot situationally, going on the road to Texas and playing an 11 a.m. kickoff against a Texas team that honestly looked pretty good.